Oh, hey, hi. Now, you're probably going, why I'm brushing my teeth while I'm doing the video. Yeah, true. But this is a little big response from Mr. Spinnernet. He talked about using Colgate. Yours truly uses a different type of toothpaste. Crest. Nothing better than this. Alright, for real. Hang on. Ow, you son of a bitch! Okay, sorry for the little delay. Alright, now, be serious here. First of all, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Who, in the US, you know, if you're in Canada, happy Thanksgiving last month. Anyway, Spinnernet talked about 3 different things, and I might give my little response to all 3 of those things, even one of them was not even wrestling related. First, I want to talk about John Cena being fired from World Wrestling Entertainment. Now, most of us, you know, if not 98 to 99% of us, believe that John Cena is not really fired. I mean, it kind of doesn't take a rocket science to figure this out, because, first of all, why the hell would you fire the main guy in your industry? You know, the guy that sells the merchandise, the guy that sells the t-shirts, the wristbands, the chains. You know, he just came out with the DVD. You know, I heard that's selling pretty damn well. You know, it's just, you know, and the whole UK scene. I mean, come on, guys. You know, I know Legendary was, I heard it was a pretty bad movie, but you know what? 12 Rounds wasn't that bad, actually. I kind of like that movie. Ugh. And the Marine. Oh. But anyway, guys, you know, I get it. You know, he kind of has done a kind of a good job at selling it. You know, I mean, the whole after Survivor Series, he went up to the ramp, and you know, he did the salute to the fans. You know, he came to the crowd and stuff, and you know, it kind of reminded me a little bit of what Shawn Michaels did, you know, at WrestleMania when he lost to the Dead Man, the Undertaker, this past WrestleMania, obviously, and you know, kind of did a little farewell thing. And of course, he had his farewell speech the following night on Raw, and you know, I found it kind of funny. It's kind of interesting how, you know, he said, I want all the ladies and, you know, the little kids to scream out, "Let's go Cena," and all the males 18 and over scream out, "Cena sucks." And of course the crowd did it, and I thought it was kind of hilarious, because I'm thinking, wow, it's true. Cena doesn't mind us, you know, males 18 and over is chanting, "Cena sucks." But yeah. So anyway, like I said, you know, yes, Cena's gone for a while. He'll probably be back in a few months or so. We'll have to see John Cena back. So Gemini, if you're watching this, keep your hopes up, man. Smile. But anyway, I keep hearing about this Juan Cena deal. Like, I don't know if this is true. Someone told me this. That you remember when, you know, when Hulk Hogan came back to the WWE, and you know, he was fired by Vince McMahon, and you know, he came in as Captain America, which we all knew was Hulk Hogan. Supposedly WWE is thinking of doing something like that. Instead of naming him John Cena, who'd be Mexican, call him Juan Cena. Juan Cena. Wow, I really hope this isn't true. But anyway, yeah, Juan Cena. Oof. But yeah, I understand if you're a little kid believing this, but you know, as we said, we all know Cena's coming back, so you know, it shouldn't be a big deal. So yeah, that's what the whole John Cena thing, and I did appreciate the whole at the end he goes to the backstage, everyone's clapping for him. Randy Orton, who we all know has had, you know, probably, you know, John Cena's biggest, I guess you could say, villain, you know, arch enemy, his rival, you know, comes out, shakes his hand, gives him a hug, and yeah, that's it. So anyway. And last night, I believe, there was a video posted on YouTube about the Hardy Boys, mainly Jeff, I noticed, in general, bashing and dissing CM Punk. Now, if you guys haven't seen the video, I'll put the video in the description box. Jeff Hardy, yeah, Matt's just standing there, whatever, eating. They're at like some diner or something. He's standing there eating. Jeff gets up, and he's in front of the camera, and he's dissing the living hell out of freaking CM Punk saying, "Oh, the only reason why you're a superstar." He may have been drunk, because honestly, the way he was talking and slurring, if you look into Jeff's eyes, you know, they're drunk. Then again, when doesn't Jeff look drunk slash high? But he was talking about, oh, the only reason why CM Punk is a superstar is because of me. You know, I don't do the whole straight edge thing. If we were all straight edged, we'd all be boring. We're not normal. But you know what? I believe that we're all different, and I love it. It is great. It's amazing. It makes us unique. It is great. You know, he started going on like this, and I stood there like, let me remind you, I watched this video like 3 o'clock in the morning, like, alright, I'd rather be asleep than watching this, because, you know, a friend told me about this. You know, he posted it on Facebook, and I was like, what the hell? And I was on Facebook, and I saw it, and I was like, Jeff, really? You know, I understand, you know, you're trying to make your whole heel gimmick, you know, look real and stuff. But do you really gotta look like a freaking jackass in front of everyone? I mean, I get the idea, you know, supposedly you're married, you just had a kid, you know, you and your brother are freaking non-stop making videos of, please buy the Hardyz Season 1, it has our best season. We have shit and more. We have guys who are no longer with us, like Tess, rest in peace, Andrew Martin. We even have footage of us back in 1998. You know, it's like, okay, I get it. You're trying to sell your product, and Matt, you're probably going to be in TNA in about 3 weeks. But really? You know, what is CM Punk? You know what CM Punk is doing right now? CM Punk is basically doing commentary. You know, they're making CM Punk kind of look like JBL. You know, kind of quit the whole wrestling thing for a while, and let's have like, which CM Punk, in my opinion, is actually pretty damn good on commentary. I remember when he did the guest appearance on NXT. Yeah, I saw it on NXT, and he actually did a pretty good job. I found him really hilarious, and on Superstars, he didn't do a pretty bad job. So, you know, on Raw, same thing. But, you know, so yeah, you gotta bash CM Punk, really? Wow, Jeff, really? You wonder why I don't like you. Anyway. Last but not least, Spinnernet mentioned about tigers being extinct in 12 years. Now, when I read this, I swear, I thought he was mentioning Tiger Woods. Who's been existing in 12 years, really, he's going to, like, retire or something. But, you know, saying that tigers will be extinct in 12 years. If that happens, what the hell? Really? Tigers are, in my opinion, one of the coolest animals on the planet. Really? They're going to be extinct in 12 years. They might be. That's freaking retarded. 12 years? Really? What the hell? 12 years! I mean, what's going to happen to the baseball team, Detroit Tigers? Are they going to call it something else? Detroit Panthers, you know, Detroit... they can't say Lions, because that's their football team who's going to get their ass whooped by the Patriots tomorrow. Oh, yeah. But, yeah. That's all I wanted to say, you guys, to wrap up this video. And, hope you have a good Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!